In this video, I wanted to show you my first striped bass landing for 2023. Here in the Boston, Mass area, we have a new slot limit in place for striped bass. The regulations have now narrowed the slot limit to 28 to 31 inches, very narrow. I have some marks on my paddle that allow me to measure the fish, and I also have a measuring tape. The fish was just slightly above 31 inches. I measured it at 31 and a half inches. So I took my photo and then revived the fish, and it was a safe catch and release. If you fish for striped bass and live in Mass or in the nearby New England states, you probably have an opinion on the new limits in place. Please share any friendly comments or questions in the comments below. It would be great to hear any friendly comments on what you think on the emergency limit. I'd love to hear from you. On this fishing trip, I was lucky to immediately start catching bait fish on my sabiki rod on my very first deployment. That's a good sign for a fishing trip. I caught 6 small pollock, which I decided to use as bait. It was a beautiful day with light wind and the tide was coming in. I was trolling the small pollock and got 3 hits on the fishing rod. The first hit took the small pollock right off my hook, cleaning it. It was clean. The second hit, another striped bass hit the bait fish, but then either spat it out or just swam away. On the third and final hit of the day, I got lucky and caught this striped bass. Striped bass population is managed with limits placed on both recreational and commercial fishing. Apparently, the population of striped bass was very low in the 1980s due to overfishing, but striped bass management was able to revive the population to become really healthy at about 1995. But the population rises and falls, and they try to estimate the population by measuring, or should I say, estimating the population of striped bass, the success of the spawning grounds, the harvests, and the catch and release figures for both recreational and commercial fishermen. From what I have read and listened online, there was a strong spawning year in 2015, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. But since then, this was followed by weaker years, and the spawning volume has continued to decline, especially in the last few years. When I started fishing 7 years ago, the limit for a keeper was about 28 inches or more for recreational fishermen. Then regulations started to get stricter due to concerns about striped bass population. In 2020, they implemented a slot limit of 28 to 35 inches, which would limit the amount of the harvests. They also required circle hooks to lower the likelihood of gut hooks. Then this year, in 2023, they implemented an emergency limit of 28 to 31 inches, which is very narrow. In contrast, commercial fishing is allowed to keep 35 inches and up. However, they are restricted by a quota, which always goes up and down, and also are only allowed to fish on certain days of the week and during a certain date range in the year. I did some reading and also listened to several fishing podcasts about the new limit, but I am by no means an expert. I'd love to hear from my viewers. What are your thoughts on the emergency limit? Do you think the limit makes sense? If not, how can we improve upon it? Like I said, please share any friendly comments in the comment section on YouTube. Let's keep the discussion fun and friendly. I have so many questions. How do they measure all these figures, such as the striped bass population, the spawning volumes, the harvest, the catch and release data? Is there an amount of uncertainty with these figures? Or is it really exact? How do they decide where to put the upper and lower limits? How do they know that the regulations are working or not? How do they set up the quota for commercial fishing, and does that make sense? Many of my viewers will probably know this or have opinions on this, so please share any friendly comments or tips. I'd love to hear from you. When I catch and release the fish, I try to do several things to help the fish survive. I try to keep the fight time and the handling time minimized by being quick and efficient. I try to keep the fish in the water while I de-hook it. When I lift the fish out of the water, I try to lift the fish by the belly. And I try to remember to wet my hands when I hold the fish. Then, when I put the fish back in the water, I try to help recovering it by moving it around in the water to get ocean water through its gills, and then I let it swim away. I brought home the small pollock for dinner. I cooked them in my cast iron skillet on the Weber grill. My family loved it, but I'm not gonna lie, my wife was pissed. that I had let go a 31.5-inch fish. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please click like, comment, or subscribe. This is part of my fishing videos playlist on my YouTube channel. Please check out my other fishing videos if you have time. Thanks for watching.